everybody, welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on the Orchids and Cats junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi. A little bit of a glare. Oh, that's just worse. I don't know why it's glaring so bad. Alright, there it is. It's getting finished. We are really close to finishing this guy up. Hey, Dawn. To get you guys pulled up so I can see the chat, we are live on Facebook. If you see the little red button at the top. If not, it's a replay. Nope, not showing. There it is. All right, so we're working on this. We're going to do a zipper pocket tonight. Should be fun. I've got the sewing part done, and I'm just going to show it to you from that point. We'll talk about it, but hey, Lori. I'm going to go ahead and pull the camera up top. I assume volume is okay. Nobody said it wasn't, so that's always a good sign. All right, 1 second. Straight. Thanks, Dawn. Appreciate that. Okay. So, let's see how much we can get done. I have to finish this guy. It's taking me too long, as always. Alright, so I want to do the zipper pocket first, and then we'll see what else we can get to. Where was I going to put it? Right there. Okay. So I'll pull this out. So I did go ahead and make a writing board. I have a little video showing me make this. I haven't posted it, but I'll try to post it. Y'all have seen me do it. If you watch my channel, I do these all the time. It's nothing difficult about it, really. You just get some chipboard. I just use mailer packages. And you just glue your paper to it and cut it out and ink it. It really couldn't be much easier, but they are handy. They're nice and thick. I haven't varnished this or anything yet. I think I'm going to just throw some microglaze on it. I usually try to varnish them so they're waterproof, just because they will get handled a little bit more. So I'll probably just throw some microglaze on that. I did when I made this one, because it's on my inkjet, I did spray it with a little bit of varnish, spray on varnish, just to keep that ink from running when I put varnish on it, or whatever I decide to coat it with. I think I'm going to put varnish. Well, I think I'm going to put microglaze. I might go ahead and do it, because I'll show you guys how I do that. And then we'll get on to the zipper pocket. And I have like several more things I want to do, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. At this point, I'm probably going to have to do some stuff off camera, because if I don't get to my other projects, I'm not going to finish them. And that would be bad. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, my spray. I wanted to show you. I always forget. Say something and I forget what it was. So this is what I sprayed this with. It's just a low odor clear finish spray, and I just took it outside and sprayed it from, like, I don't know, 15-16 inches away. A very, very, very light coat, just enough to keep it from running, because it's inkjet, and it helps a lot when you're working with wet glues and things like that, so that it just doesn't run. So that's what I did. But now I just want to kind of protect it from water. So I've got this microglaze. You can use a Liquitex varnish. I've done that many times. But I do like this microglaze. It is, technically, I'm not so much allergic as sensitive to it because it's a petroleum-based product. And I'm not supposed to handle petroleum-based products. But I'm going to use a glove so I don't get too much on me. It's not like I'm going to go into shock or nothing. It makes me itch uncontrollably. At least so far, that's what it's done. So I got this little mini dauber thing, and I was using it to put this on with because I felt like it was working well. I've seen people use their finger. It's fine. Whatever you want. I don't want this all over my surface though, so in case I run off the edge. But you just rub it on. And like I said, you can use your finger if you want. But these do seem to work just fine. And what this does is it just adds a protective coating so that, it's not gonna run. And you won't have water spots. You know how when water spots get on an inkjet print, it just... Should put a glove on this hand. It'll make like a white spot or kind of a yellowish brown spot. We don't want that. So you put it on there and then you buff it off with I just use a muslin. And I've got this one marked. It says microglaze rag. Just so I know it's for that because it's putting, this basically it's like a petroleum wax kind of thing. I couldn't find anything saying what was actually in it per se. It is actually called something else. I saw Tim say that on one of his lives, and now I don't remember what it was called. But it's actually another product that they just got the rights to use. So, whatever it's called. I feel like it's something. It might actually be called microglaze. That's why it says TM, I'll bet you, because that's what it's actually called. So, if you can't find Tim's version, fuzz. Alright, we're just going to ignore the fuzz. It'll wipe off. You can possibly just order the original one. But it works very well for what it is. And it doesn't typically run on my distress inks. Like if I use it over distress ink, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to smear it too bad. I don't know why. Something about it. So just make sure you usually look for an angle and see if you got all of it, because the light will shine on it. It's kind of satiny. I wouldn't say it's glossy. It's more satiny. And then we'll just buff that side off. Once it dries, it does not feel like sticky or waxy or anything. It feels normal. I did ink around this. So, there we go. All protected. Now it's protected. If water gets on it, it's not going to hurt it. And like I said, once it completely dries, it won't feel like waxy or anything. It doesn't seem to bother me. I've handled them dry, and they don't seem to bother me anyway. So that's good. All right, so that is that. That's our cute little... I picked these two images. These were Library of Congress images. 1895. I don't see the date on that one, but somewhere around that time period also. So they're public domain images. You can find these yourself on the Library of Congress. Print them out. They're free for everybody. Get my gloves off. I got glaze on my finger there. Oh, actually that's hot glue. It just looked like glaze. Must have been using those with hot glue. Alright, so let me set that aside. It fits in our pocket just fine. can either go in our side pocket that we have here. Okay, fits in there very nicely, or it can go on just one of the other tucks. Okay. All right, there is that part. So let's get to our zipper pocket. So I had this kitty cat fabric that I bought. I was trying to decide what I was going to do with it, so I decided to do this with it. I don't want you guys to see this one yet. I want to look at that. All right. So I decided I like this page. It's just kind of a plain page. It's next to the center page. And so what you want to do is you want to get a square fabric to work with the size of your page. Okay, and it doesn't have to go all the way to the top if you don't want it to. It can be either way, will work. This zipper is from Hobby Lobby. It is, let me see if I still have the package. Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Just wanted to see what size it was. I can't remember. It's a 7-inch all-purpose zipper, $1.49. Okay, from Hobby Lobby. I did cut off the bottom. It's out about this much further. Okay, and I cut off the top. Not past the little locks. But I wanted it to fit, so. And it was just a tad too long. Alright. So, you can either glue or sew. That is totally up to you. Both will work. I've done both in the past. I don't always like to sew. I decided I wanted to sew this one, so I went ahead and did it off camera. I couldn't find my zipper foot, which I've ended up finding after I did it, but it's easier if you have a zipper foot to sew it on, but I couldn't find it, so I ended up kind of just fake sewing it on. I'll show you. But you want to, if you're going to sew it, you want to, put it on the back and sew it on with your zipper foot the way you normally would a zipper. I think I haven't sewn a zipper in the regular way in a long time, but I feel like you put it on and then I think you cut it afterwards, or y'all probably know, or you fold over a bias like that on each side. Like this wouldn't be correct, but you know what I mean. And then you sew it into that section. It kind of depends on if you want it neat. I didn't need that folded edge to look pretty or anything, so I wasn't going to do all that, but you can sew it on there however you want to sew it on there, or you can glue it on there. Either will work. But I did sew mine. So, fabric zipper. This is a very easy, honestly, I think it's an easy project. So here's what I did. I went with brown. They didn't have a black one, but then after I got it, I realized, well, these little kitty cats are all brown anyway, so it works out better anyway. The other one's pink just because I thought I would use a pink one, but I ended up trying to figure out where to put this. Okay. I ended up not liking the pink on that particular fabric, so I went with the brown one. So here's what I did. I took the zipper, laid it on the back, and I sewed, well, first, did I cut this first? No, I didn't cut this first. Here's what I did. I'm trying to remember how I did it because I didn't have my zipper foot. So I took my fabric, and the first thing I did was find the center. So I laid it out. Try to find your center. You can use a grid or you can measure. I'm just going to use my grid real quick here. I'm just going to use a chalk pen. So find your center. This is how I did it. You don't have to do it this way, but I've got a ton of this fabric, which I will probably never use. So I drew a line with a chalk pencil, okay, for my center. And then what I did is I went to my sewing machine and I zigzagged along this edge just to the side of the line, and then I zigzagged along this edge just to the side of the line, okay. And then what I did is I don't think I cut it at that point. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't think so. So then, did I cut it? I'm trying to remember if I cut it. I had a hard time without a zipper foot, guys. It was really difficult to sew because you know how zippers are? They push over because your foot is, it hits this middle part. So it's difficult to do without a zipper foot, but I made it work. So after I did that, I think I cut it out. So I think I cut this just to the bottom, like 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch from the bottom. And then what I did was I sewed the zipper from the back. I can't really show you because it's not cut, but I just sewed it on each side. And I just sewed it, you can see here, I just sewed it out here. So it's just barely catching it because my zipper foot was pushing me away from that middle. Because, well, I didn't have a zipper foot. My normal foot was pushing me way far over, whereas a zipper foot lets you get right up close. That's the difference because they're real narrow. But I made it work. It actually hit the edge enough that it is sewed on there. But the zigzag is simply to kind of lock down that center so it doesn't fray, and it looked nicer. So that's what the zigzag purpose was. And then I just cut it out and sewed my zipper on there like that. And then I just came around, did a little bit of a double stitch there just to kind of make sure it's nice and secure. And then I sewed around the edge just with a normal single straight stitch, just for looks, really. I mean, that's really all it's for, is for looks. But I have a zippered piece now, okay? So I hope that makes sense and it's not too confusing. You don't have to sew it, guys. You can totally just cut it and glue it. Either will work, promise. I can't remember what the other one, the last one I did a zipper in. It might have been Ephemerember, I'm thinking. I think I did one in that. I feel like it was a Christmas one. Just can't remember. So the zipper is functional. So when I put my tag in there or whatever, it can be opened and seen. But I'm just going to glue this down here and here. And then you can decide if you want to do anything with this part. You know, maybe you want it to show. I've seen it done both ways. I don't really care if it shows. It is just the back side of the material, so not a big deal. But we're going to go ahead and glue this to the page so it can start drying. Let's see. I'm just going to pull it out. And I think I'll just use debating if I want to use art glitter or Fabri-Tac. Art glitter will dry faster. I think I'm going to use art glitter just because it's going to dry a little bit faster for me. And I really don't feel like waiting today, so I think I will just, I'm going to start on the bottom. I'm going to put a decent amount down. And just kind of make sure that it's centered on this. It's almost too big. I could have cut it just a bit smaller. It fits, but it's tight. But it'll be fine. So we're going to glue that there. And then I'll just glue this edge. About there. Yeah. If you don't feel good about art glitter, art glitter works on fabric. It totally works on fabric, so I know it'll hold. How well it'll hold, you know, I don't know. I think it holds up fine. So this is my background. If I didn't have a pretty background, I would put something there, but I'm perfectly fine with that. It's a nice thing about doing it on this particular page. How far? Okay, now if your page is not in your book, you could totally sew it to the page. You just have to keep in mind it will show on whatever's on the other side. You may need to cover that or whatever. In this particular circumstance, I couldn't sew to the page because I already had it decorated on the other side. But you could sew to the page. So just make sure it's glued down good. It'll take just a minute to dry because it is fabric, but not as long as the fabric tag. All right, so we're going to make our tag. So like I said, you can either, see if I can get this zipper to unzip. There it goes. You can start it like there and have this open. Both look good. It depends on whether you want it to be completely closed up or not. If you want it to be completely closed up, then don't fold that over. If you don't care if your zipper goes all the way to the top and maybe you only want your zipper to go right there, you can fold this over kind of like a lapel kind of thing and tack it here. Okay. I think I want mine completely closed up. Just because. I don't know why. I've done it both ways. Both look okay. I do like it a little better when I fold it over and there's something pretty there. So we're going to have ours go all the way up and our tag will be mostly hidden. I could have made it a little bit shorter, I guess. But then I would have had to really cut my zipper and I didn't want to do that either. So I don't know. Should I tack it open? You do have to contend with your zipper folding on itself, which is a little more bulky, but it's no more bulky than the actual zipper head, so not a huge deal. But I think I'm just going to leave it like this, and my tag's going to be mostly hidden. So for my tag, I just got a couple of pictures here to choose from. So I have this one and this one. These are both, well, this one's excuse me, they're actually both Library of Congress, but this is from a story by Carolyn Fuller, 1873, Mouser's Cat Story. It's one of the cover pages in the book. It says, Miss Mouser Cat walked up to Aunt Amy with a mouse in her mouth. You can see, kitty cat's got a little mouse. So that one's cute, and then this one's got the little, I guess it's a boy. It says Naughty Cat because the cat brought something. Where is it? I feel like there was a bird or a mouse. I don't see it though. Am I blind? Oh, it's in his hand. That's where it is. The cat got something and he picked it up. It's like a mouse, I think. So they're both cute. You haven't tried it? Natasha's. Is that Treasure Books, Natasha? I know she's got that huge one on zipper pockets that I've watched too. But nobody does fabric ones. I probably looked for an hour trying to find somebody else doing a fabric one. Nobody does fabric ones. They all do paper. I don't know why. Isn't that weird? You would think more people would do fabric, but I guess not. So either one of these are fine. I like them both. It's so hard to choose. But they'll both fit. I might, if I use this one, it's a tad bit smaller, I might back it on something. Because I kind of want something to stick out of the top, just to let you know there's something there. I don't think I want to fold this over. I'm really debating on that. I might fold it over a little. Maybe just a tiny bit. I really like it being closed. And I'm going to put a charm there. Yeah, she works with paper. All of them did. I couldn't find a single one with fabric. I don't know why. Anyway, what do y'all think? This one. This one. This one has a little bit of blue in it. Gosh, they're both so cute. I'll use it somewhere else if I don't use it here. But I think I'm going to use this one just because it has some blue in it. I don't know. They're both really cute. Let's see. So if I do it that way, what can I back it on? I've got plenty of room. Brown maybe. Blue might look good. Maybe a pastel-y blue. Let me look and see what color I have. I know I have a pastel blue. Let's see what this shade of blue looks like. Oh, that's too green. It was much greener than it looked over here in the thing. Grab another set. How about this one? Let's see. Why are they so green looking? That's so weird. I know these are blue. Well, they are blue, but they're not as blue as I want them to be. Either that or my eyes are messing with me. One or the other. I'm going to find a pastel blue. What about this one? That's that one. Well, interesting. Well, I guess I could go with a different shade. If I can't find a blue, I have a gray. Maybe this gray would be better. Maybe the gray. Let me see what brown looks like, and then we'll decide if I want gray or brown. That brown is a little light. I'm going to grab one of my darker browns and just compare it real quick. I have a lot of colors. Lots of colors. I'll put this brown. What do you think? Blue, gray, or brown? I guess the brown's more contrasty, isn't it? As much as I like the blue-gray. If I had that really nice blue, I think it would be good, but I do not have that really nice blue. For whatever reason. All those blues I just pulled out, and not a single one in that shade. It figures, right? Alright, we'll just put it on this. It'll be fine. So, I want it to go just about to the edge. Not too snug. So I think about there. And then I would love for it to stick up a little bit, but I don't know if that's going to look right. I couldn't print this much bigger, so I might have to fold that over. I could possibly put a label or something on there to make it work. But I think I'm gonna go here. We'll see what it looks like. All right, get my cutter. See if I have something I can stick on the top. Decorative. I have the washies. What else do I have? I have those kitty cat labels, if any of those would work. Let me see if any of them would work. What do we got? We have kitty snuggles, good cat, cats are favorite people, cat love, rescue cat, pretty kitty. Favorite cat toy, cat life. I'm not sure. None of them really work with that picture, do they? Not quite. It's a cute picture, but you know. I feel like it needs, I'm trying to turn it into a tag, so I think I'm debating if I want to tag shape it. But if I do, I gotta put something there. What can I put there? There's a couple of labels floating around. Let's see. Anything? Some cat paws would be cute. All these are going to be the wrong direction, I'll bet you. That might work. It's not bad. It says time spent with cats is never wasted. I think that'll work. And then, God, I could emboss it or something. It'd be prettier embossed. Oh, I do have a couple little cat paws. Let's see. I have a pink. Do I have any blues? There's one blue. Do I have two blues? Oops, stay. They're so tiny. I feel like we did this before and I couldn't find another blue. Where's my tweezers? Nope, that's a leaf. That's a paw. There's one. There. That works. Now I've stuff everywhere. These are just the teeny tiny fussy cuts from that paper. Let's try and get them back in here. All right, just pull them off the edge of my paper table. Okay, we'll do that. That's cute, I think. I could emboss it and it would look cute too, but I'm not going to go to all that trouble. So we're just going to make this work. So I'm going to put this down first. I think I'll ink it. Make some walnut. Doesn't show up a lot, but it shows up enough, I think. Now I'm going to think about the shape I want to cut, that tag shape. like to cut it the same as this. Just don't know if I can. I might can. I think if I put this here, I'm going to overlap that just a little bit. And then if I come in and just make a little curve there, so maybe use my circle punch. Could I use my circle punch? Let me think about that. Would it be the right side? Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Hold on. I'm thinking out loud. Not curvy enough. Littler circle punch. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's more curvy. Ah, that might work. All right. The trick is, can I get it the same on both sides? Maybe. Maybe not. We're going to try. I'm just going to hold this and make a tiny little mark where that hits. And hopefully I can get it the same on both sides. We shall see. Oh, I can't see that mark. I can kind of see that mark. I didn't make it very dark. All right. Does it look the same? It's pretty close. All right, I think it'll work. The way it blends a little better with that. All right, so we're gonna little kitty cat feet. And then if I pull it down a little bit, I could put a rivet or something. All right, not a rivet, but an eyelet. Let me see how far I have to pull it down. I think I have room. If I pull it down to there. Or even just a tab. I'm not sure. Maybe a fabric tab, not an eyelet. So we'll put this on first. So that's just saying what it is. I mostly write that on there for y'all, just so you know. All right, let's try to get this centered. Okay, that. Hey, Cindy. Okay. Kitty cats that need the tweezers. Oh, kitty paws. It's a little more glue than I wanted. It's gonna ooze. Where's my rag at? Okay. Maybe not so much glue this time. Okay, cute. And debating if I want to ink that. I think I will ink it with something dark. How about, let me think about it. Not walnut, that's not quite dark enough. How about scorched timber? And then I'll decide what I want to do for a tab up there. This is nice and dark though, so it shows up good. Granted, I guess it would have made more sense if I would have made the other one darker too, but oh well. Oh well. And this could be journaled on. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to do anything to the back, I don't think. Could put writing paper there or something, but I don't think it needs it. Alright, so for a tab, let's see, what do we got here? Do we need a tab? We need some sort of a pretty tab. Lace. Oh, little kitty cat would be super cute. Let's see. We have paws? No. I'm trying to think. Thinking outside the box here. Butterflies. Let's see if there's anything in here. Any little kitties left? Nope, not there. I have some, I just don't know where they are. That one. I think that's the only one I have left. That's little. Let's see, what else do I have? What would that look like? I don't know. It might be too much. It's cute, but it might be too much for that. It is cute. I just don't know if it's too much. It doesn't. Once you pull the tag out, it's kind of like it's a lot. I think it might be too much. I don't know. What do you think? Is it too much? So now we got a cat here, a cat here, a cat here. We have a bunch of cats in a row. So, if not that, let's see. We have laces. Blues, pinks. What else? I think it's too bright. So no. Yeah, just regular lace. Regular muslin. Yeah, it's too much, isn't it? I agree. I agree. Maybe just a little bit of lace or something. It's not double-sided. I'm trying to see how well it matches. It's avocado dyed, but I have plenty of lace floating around here. I also have white. This one. Where's my lace? Y'all like the avocado? What else do we got? I don't think pink. Pink's too much. Not the black. What about this one? I did it. That one's not bad. All right, I think I'm okay with that one. I could just staple it, but I think I'll glue it. My stapler's been a little bit finicky. Last few times I tried to use it, it kept folding over on me funny. Fabric tack. Sure. Fabric tack, where are you hiding? There you are. I don't know if that hole's going to be an issue. I'm just going to put it on each side of the hole. It ain't even going to come out of here. Oh, that's gem tack. That's not fabric tack. I said it wouldn't work. It would probably work just fine. But that's not what I wanted to reach for. Just going to put it around that hole. It shouldn't take a ton to hold it. Let's see if I can do this. I think. I'm trying to get the hole to kind of line up. That should work. It's going to take a second to dry, but that'll look cute, I think. Okay. Let's see. Now I have to decide if I want to zip all the way up or not. So zipped all the way up, it's going to be completely hidden. And you won't know, other than that little bitty thing sticking out there, you won't know it's there. And then you could unzip it and find the little hidden tag. So that's one option. Or do I tack this over and let that little bit hang out? Just so you can see it just a tiny bit. Might be challenging to tack. It's a little fussy. Like it fights me. I feel like it's going to be too challenging without like literally sewing it or something, because you'd have to really hold it in place for it to dry. I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. I kind of like it like that. It'll just show when we open it. So it'll be a little hidden thing until otherwise, and it could just be pulled out. Doesn't even have to be unzipped, but you know, it's fun to play with the zipper, so you know, it's just a fun element. So that's all I'm gonna do with that. It's pretty simple. Nothing too fancy. I don't know what I'm gonna do over here yet. So that'll be it. You can open up and look at it. Pull your tag up, hidden journaling spot. Stick tag back in. Okay. And then, you know, it's always an option to just have it like that and not have it zippered, but I don't know. Do y'all like it zippered or not zippered? I don't know. I think I like it zippered. I think so. Okay, so that is that. So that's how you do a little zipper pouch. And like I said, there's many ways to do it. And like, who was it that said that? Let me see. I can see who said it. Lori. So Lori was talking about Natasha with Treasure Books. She has a whole video on YouTube with like 7 or 8 different ways she does zipper tags or zipper pockets. So go watch her video. It's a good video. There's many, many, many of them out there. But there. That's cute for that page. So the next thing, I pulled that out. Now I got to think about where it goes. I remember saying I didn't want you to see it. I think it was the other side here. I was going to put it on. I have this for here, so we'll go ahead and do that. This, I was thinking about a pocket. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So I had this watercolor I did. This is just using the watercolor pencils with my own drawing. So I hand drew that. Used the watercolor pencils from Tim Holtz and watercolored it. Not my best work, but it's okay. It's on just regular cardstock. And then I've got this little, like, this is technically a bookmark, but we're going to use it as a tuck, because I think it'll make a cute tuck. So let's do this on this page. I don't know if I want to ink that. I don't think I do. So I'm going to have it just go, I'm trying to decide, I think this way. I can't decide if I want to do anything with the edge of this. I didn't sew it because I was really close on my signature. So I didn't sew it. I could round the corners. I guess I'll do that. There's not a lot I can do with it because of how I did it. We'll just round the corners. There. I'm only going to ink. Let me think about this. So this L side. And that'll just be tucked in there. I'm not going to push it all the way in because I don't want the glue to get on it and stick it. So that'll be that. So this was just a page out of a book from Library of Congress. I thought I might just make a pocket. I don't really have any plans to put anything in it. I could either do a pocket or a flip up. I've already got like several flip ups though. I think I'm just going to make a pocket. You could put pictures in there or whatever. I'm just debating if I want to strengthen this edge or not. This paper's fairly sturdy. This is that printed faux coffee dyed paper. I kind of want to strengthen that edge just a little. It's not horribly flimsy, but it is slightly flimsy. So let's strengthen it with just a little bit of paper. Let's see what I can find. you won't necessarily see it, so. I think I'm just going to glue a little piece of, I thought about putting washi, but I don't think it'll look right. Yeah, I'm just going to glue this. It'll be enough just to strengthen it. I'm not going to go that deep though. It's not necessary. Just a tiny bit. Normally I would fold the paper over or something, but I didn't leave myself enough room on my printout, so I can't do that. So we're just going to strengthen the edge of it. It'll be fine. So make sure I'm on the right edge. Yes. Should put on this, put on this. Well, I know that's longer. Hold on. I'll trim it after, but I don't want to put glue there. Try to get the edge that I'm going to put on the paper as close as I can. I think this will work. I like to strengthen the edges a lot of times on things like this, just because you're going to be putting stuff in and out of it. And let's see if I'm far enough down. There. I only have a second with our glitter, so gotta move fast. Just enough. A lot stronger bond. All right, now I can put this down for a pocket. And I'm not going to notch it or anything. It's going to be more of a hidden kind of thing. So hold it where you don't want glue. And we're just going to glue it down. It'll just be a very simple pocket. And find my line so I don't get into the signature. Oops, don't bend your paper. I feel like I didn't catch that edge. Dropping my glue. It was just having a little bit more difficult time to catch that edge because of the craft paper. To get this one, yeah, that one's fine. All right, so that'll be just like a little spot to hide some stuff. Let me see if I can show you with something. I know I had a printout. Let me see if I can find it. Where's it at? I feel like it's in here. Let's see. I have this one. I don't think I've used it already. It's just a little picture. Debating if I can make it small enough or if I need to fold it in a way that works. It's kind of big. Can't quite get it small enough for one fold, I don't think. Not without losing too much. No. All right, I might reprint it smaller. So, as I want to be able to just maybe fold it just once to put in there. And then right now I'd have to fold that like 3 times, so The only other option was pages from this book. I have that. It's just some paper I got, some freebie somewhere. I don't remember where. I have pages from the book. I could put one of those in there. They're not in order. Not that it's a big deal, but it's just going to be something fun to look at is all anyway. So we'll throw one of these in there. Now I'll just fold it. I think I'll fold it in half. Debating if I want to tear it. Let's tear it. Tear a ruler. I have one more sewing thing I want to show y'all. Should I leave a border? Not leave a border. Let's not leave a border. So we'll just throw this in there. Let's see. I don't think I can make it fit. Yeah, I might be able to make it fit in one without folding. Although folding would probably be easier to handle. We'll do it this way and see if it works. If not, we can always fold it. Stay. Could be just something to write on, something to read. It's a cute little story. Granted, it's not the whole story, but it is a cute story. So, just throw that in there for now. That will work. It's a little bit thin, but it gives you an idea there's something there anyway. And it could be inked and everything, but I'm not going to waste time inking right now. I will ink it off camera. So that's just a pocket. Very simple, simple, simple. What else did I have marked? I had this. I think I'm going to just use this little orchid. At this point, I'm just mostly trying to fill pages. I'm trying to stay in camera because I know I'm zoomed in a little bit. Try pink. This is picked raspberry. So we're just going to glue just the edge. So I'm going to try to hold it where I don't want glue. Think about this. I have the hardest time figuring this out. You know what, I'm just going to mark it because I can never do it. I don't know why. So there and there. My brain doesn't work for circles and putting glue. For whatever reason, I can never figure out where it's supposed to go. All right, I'm just going to stick that there. Like I said, we're just kind of filling in stuff now. So a little kitty cat card. I'm going to push it too far in so it doesn't stick till that dries. All right, that is good. That one I think I am good, except for possibly this might be where I want something. I'm not 100% sure. I got to check my other ones just to be sure. All right, let's find the rest of the journal. Let's see. I'm going to put this glue stick back in there. Whoops, I went out of focus. Come in focus. Okay. It did. It's so delayed on my Kindle. Or my iPhone. I'm just like, okay, I already waved like 5 seconds ago. What are you doing? It's fine now. All right, let's see. I have this little hummingbird I wanted to stick there, I think. I tried to go through and mark off some things. still have to figure out that center page. I don't know what to do with it, guys. I really don't. Usually I can figure out what I want to do on my center pages, but I'm at a loss. Hidden pocket with lock. Okay. I haven't done that yet. Do I have time for that today? Probably not. We'll save that for Friday. All right, I think that must be the page I was going to put it on. I'm not seeing it in either of these. Although I really felt like it was one of these. Yeah. What? I really feel like it was one of those. Hold on. Now I'm confused. I have something on that one, so it can't be that one. It could be in the first one, though. Let's go look. I feel like it was that paper I was going to put what I'm making on. All right. Not this paper. So, let's see. Not there, not there, not there, not there. Do I have one in here? Huh. Well, no, it must have been that. Okay. So, for this, has to be this page I was thinking of. I hate when I pick out a page and then I can't remember what the page was. It's like, was it that one? Maybe. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. We're going to put it here. All right, so I have just a little belly band I want to show you how to do. So this is a sewing thing, and it is a hand sewing thing. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to show you how, and then we'll continue from there. So first thing you want to do is pick out your cardstock. So I'm just going to find a kind of a scrap of cardstock. Where is all my stuff at? Too much stuff, guys. All right, we're going to use, you know what, we're just going to use this cardstock because I don't really want to try to figure it out. I think it's light enough. All right, so for this, it's just a way to do hand sewing. You may already know it, I don't know. So all you're doing is poking holes and sewing, okay? And you just need one of these little, like, I don't know if they're quilting rulers. I got it in the sewing section at Hobby Lobby near the quilting stuff. I don't remember what they're called. Tim Holtz has one, and he calls it a mixed media ruler, I want to say. And his has the holes. This one happens to fold and do angles in case you were doing an angle or something. But I saw this one, it was $4.99 at Hobby Lobby. And Tim's is like $15, so this one won. That's really all it boils down to. It was a little bit cheaper. So all you do is you find what you want to make your sewing on, and you have a couple of choices. So you can do each of these little holes and do like a cross stitch kind of zigzag, or you can just do one hole. But it's kind of cool. You need a pick of some sort. An awl, I think, works best, but you know, it can be a little bit narrower. I'm going to use my awl. You want the hole to be big enough for your thread. This awl graduates. It gets a little bit bigger and fatter as it goes up. So, and just line it up and poke your holes, okay? I'm not going to do all of them, but I just want you to get the idea. All right, and then if you want the thread to come out on the seam, do an even number of holes. Okay, I don't know how many I just did, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll probably stop at 8 just so I can show you. All right, so you poke your holes. There you got holes. Can you see those holes? Let me zoom in just a little bit. I think you can see them. All right, and then decide how big you want the holes. So at this point, I usually make them just a little bit bigger because that kind of stops me. It doesn't let me go in very deep. So I usually just make them just a fraction bigger because especially if you're not using a needle. If you're using a needle, you could probably get away with it a little bit smaller. But I'm doing this without a needle, so. Anyway, poke your holes and then get some thread. You could use embroidery floss, you can use thread, yarn, whatever works for whatever size hole you have. I'm just going to use this wax thread. So just something that will show up on this so I can show you. Let's go with red because I honestly rarely use the red. Okay, so just pull out however much you want. We're just going to do a little bit today. This is just to show you. And then the wax thread, it tends to keep its shape pretty good. If whatever you're using you find is not, keeping its shape, then you could put a little bit of glue on there. But all I've been doing is just pushing it through the hole, like so. And then go on the other side. And I just hand sew it. And it just gives a certain look that's different than, you know, regular sewing. And if your thread starts getting all weird on you, just make it small again. Sometimes the wax just starts wearing off or whatever. But like I said, you can also use a needle. I just don't have a needle with a small enough. Well, I kind of have one with a, I don't know, I don't think it's small enough head because the head makes the hole too big. I almost need to glue this. It's fighting me. Where's my glue? There it is. But I don't think you could put tape on the end because it would it'd be too fat. Oh my gosh, glue come out. But usually I find if I just get a tiny bit of glue on there, just enough to make those stick, I usually don't have too much of an issue hand sewing it like this. And if it's not going through, it's probably because you made the holes too small. So, like I said, I'm not going to do this whole thing because that would be boring for y'all to watch, but I'll show you the one I did. But I just wanted you to get the idea in case you don't have a sewing machine. But you don't like to hand sew either because, you know, you can't do a straight line or you think it looks weird, you know, whatever. All right, you get the idea. Let me see. Can you see that? So, it's cute, right? And then, like I said, if you put 2 holes, if you use both of these, so if I do, see if I can line this up. The other side, there's also holes. I haven't played with it too much, but it should logically make the other kind of stitch, like a zigzag. And I think if you know your stitches, there's lots of different stitches you can do. I'm not a sewer in this way, really. So I don't really know my stitches that well to know how to do all this. But I know that there's creative stitches you can do depending on the holes you make. But I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit. Okay, so you can do this kind of a stitch too. Try to hold it still because I'm so zoomed in. So, a couple different ways. I know there's a way you can make an X. I assume you just put the holes right next to each other or something. I don't know, but you know, you get the idea. I was just playing with it the other day. I don't know what I saw, and I was like, you know, I bet I could do that. And I saw this ruler when I was in Hobby Lobby. It's like, oh, let's buy one of those. It was relatively cheap. And this is just a foam pad from some recycled packaging, but any kind of piece of foam would work. Okay, so with that in mind, I made this. I'm gonna zoom back out there. So it's just a little belly band, and I just sewed all the way down. So yep, and then I tied a little bow. Tied a bow there, tied a bow there. Okay, I just thought it was kind of cute. So I made a belly band, and we're just gonna stick that right there. So just another way you can add a feature in your journal that's cute. So we're gonna glue this down. Let's see if I can get it in here even. Hitting whatever's under there. Just need it to lay flatter. There. Okay. So, cute little belly band. Is that in the right spot? I think it is. Yeah. So, that's cute, right? And then you can just stick something underneath it. Let's see, what do we got? Put that other picture, the little boy, that might be cute there. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, little boy? I can't find you. I lost him already. There he is. You can put him there. Oh, it hides him too much. Nope, we won't put him there because it hides him too much. What else do I have? Trying to find something that would work. Could just do paper. Isn't it cute? And it's simple. It took me literally, guys, I'm not kidding, it took like 10 minutes. So I know it looks like it would probably take forever. It really didn't. It took like 10 minutes. I sat down on my bed to watch TV, and before I knew it, it was done. I was like, oh, well, didn't really even need to distract myself with anything because it was super quick. Let's see, what do we got? I know this is just straight up the paper, but honestly, they're so cute. I'm thinking I might just use one of these. Just try to pick one I haven't used. Kind of like that. That's cute. I think I'm gonna cut this part off. I can back it if I want. I don't know. What do you think? Should I back it? Not back it, back it? I don't know. I could. Not with that though. Thought it might look good, but it doesn't. What about this? I'd have to trim it though. I'd have to trim the paws. It is cute though. Wish I had a bigger piece of it. That would be ideal. Oh, don't lose your... that goes there. Don't take it away. You already put it there. It looks cute there. I like that it's also got that sewing on it too. So let's trim that. I could almost leave it whole, but it's a little too big, so I'm just going to trim it. I can use this somewhere else, I'm sure. This will be cute somewhere. So this can go like that. Get the little kitty cat peeking out there. And I don't even, it doesn't really even need backed. I could back it. I could back it. I'll probably back it off camera though, so you don't have to watch me just put a back on it. I'll find something that matches well. I'm leaning toward maybe that color, if I can find something that color. All right, so there's that. Anything else? What else do I have to do? I like it though. And you could decorate this more if you wanted. You know, I could put, I don't know, flower there or something. But I don't know if I want to. I can't decide. It's kind of pretty like it is, honestly. But if I wanted to, you know, I could put a little flower there. No, I don't like that as well. Flower, I don't know, something. Let's see what else I have. Die cuts. Yeah, I could. I'm not sure if it needs it, and that's almost too big, but you get the idea. I could put something there if I wanted. Just trying to see if I have anything small enough. I'm not sure how I feel about the flower floating in the middle of the page. It's not terrible. So I also did this thing. This was really just me practicing, but it's literally just a strip of paper that could just be added pretty much anywhere that you don't really have much going on. And it would just be a belly band that way. Let's see if that's where I want it. Maybe. Just a simple, simple, simple little thing. Debate if I want it on that. I don't know. If I like it better on that or just that. I don't like it on that. Let me look in the other ones and see if there's anything better. It's not terrible on the brown, but it's just simple. I mean, sometimes it doesn't have to be super complicated to look cute. Just that little bit of sewing in there looks cute, right? Let's see if I have a good page for it. I'm leaning toward just that brown page that I saw a second ago. We're almost full, guys. We've almost filled this whole thing up. I like that plain because of the orchid. I don't want to cover it. I like having it just plain. I don't know. It's almost like filler page, but sometimes it's good to have filler page. All right, let's just put it on this brown sheet. I think it looks good there. And honestly, I didn't know what I was going to do there anyway, so. And this is just tied in a knot. You know, the knot doesn't stay very well on this waxed thread, so I could glue it, but I'm just going to let it dangle because I think it's fun. I think it's fun dangling. Make sure I'm at the right length, yeah. So So this is just a very, very, very simple belly band. Just the other direction. And if I want, I could write something on there. Put a little label on there. I feel like it's crooked. It's not super crooked, but where's my kitty cat labels that I keep fighting to use? Who thought they would be so difficult to use? I really haven't found good places for them. I'm gonna put something here. All right, which one? Friends forever. Favorite cat toy here, kitty kitty. Cats are my favorite people. None of the colors are great. Cats, my cat, kitty kisses. Yeah. I'm just gonna see. I think it shows enough. It's very light. Can I get it back on there? I'm not sure how I feel about these labels, guys. I bought them thinking that I liked them, but I just don't know. I haven't put them hardly anywhere. Friends forever. I don't know, maybe. I'm just going to stick this on here. Just so there's something there. All right. There, I used one of the labels. That rarely happens that I buy something that I just really am not super happy about. And I can't say that I'm not happy. I can't find good places for it. Okay, let's see. I think we are good. I've got one more large project that I wanted to do, so I'll do that Friday. And then I think we're going to call this done. I don't know. Should I wait till Friday or should I just not do that? I don't know. I might save it for my Gothic journal. I'm going to do some sort of Halloween. I want to say Gothic, but I don't know, because I don't want it to be exactly like last year's either. I might save it. I was going to do it in here, but honestly, it's getting already kind of fat, so I think I'll wait. So, don't know what to do here. I may just end up putting lace across there. It's so pretty already. I don't really see much else I can do with it. You know? I'm leaning toward just putting some lace. Maybe I'll just do that for that one. What are the other centers? The other centers are pockets, so they just need tags of some sort. Could have some decorating on there, maybe a kitty cat or something. A flower. Let's see, do I have... I probably don't have any big enough. All I have left are little ones. I don't have any big cards left. I think I used them all. So I'm not sure what I want to do there. Because I have a feeling I used all of my big ones up. It's very similar. It's one of the papers, but I could turn it into a tag. I don't know. I'll have to go through and figure out more tags that I can make, because it doesn't really have to be that. I could use this little kid on one of these. Where's the other one? There's one with the kitty cat paws. Let me see. It's in this one. Maybe that would be better. he might work there. I might round it, ink it, I don't know. Let's see, what else do we got? I'm trying to see what other cards I have. I'm kind of getting down to the fragments of stuff. Alright, use that. I haven't used that. This is technically on the writing board, but doesn't necessarily mean I can't reuse it. The colors are good there. So probably just throw those in there. I might play with them and ink them or something, but for right now I'm going to do that. I think I'll back that one. Just, it's still a little flimsy. Not much, but a little. And then, so that'll be fine for that one. Nouveau drops, what about them? I don't have a Nouveau. I have something like Stickles to jazz up the pretty center page. Could possibly. I don't know. You know, I don't do much with them because I hate waiting for them to dry. Honestly, that is literally the only reason I never use my Stickles type drops, because I hate waiting for them to dry. But I guess I could. Or I can emboss it. I have embossing powders. Trying to see if there's any cards left I can use. They're just so small. I could reprint that one. That one's my own, so, well, technically I can reprint any of these. I don't know. I'll have to figure out some more cards. Running out of options. Alright, so what else did I say I was going to do? Oh, I was going to add some lace to that. So, I don't know. I don't use the drops very often. I mean, I know what you're saying. I just don't know. I do have pretty lace though. So, oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. I have some pink lace that would probably look really pretty on this page. Let's see how much I have left. This one's real pretty, but I don't think I have enough of it left. But I have another one. I have this, this. Let's see. I only have one of those. Might have to, I could dye more. That's all I have dyed. So maybe, oops, forgot that. I was thinking, you know, just a little cross pocket. That way I didn't cover the whole thing up. I don't think I want to go that way. I think I want to go that way. Yeah. I think this color looks good with this page too. Let's see if I can cut this right. Where's my bigger scissors? So, the angle's still really bad. All right. Is that the front? Hold on. And that's the front. Okay. Try that again. I'm gonna have to mark it because I can't tell where to cut. I'm just gonna, I think I'll cut 2. I'm trying to get that whole knot on there. Let's go right there. And then right there. All right, so this will be here. And then if I wanted this to be the opposite, it would be this way. I think. Hopefully it's right. Line it up. Oh my goodness. I have no idea why that was shorter, but it was close enough. All right, so there's, wow, really? Oh my gosh, I cannot angle this right. It just keeps getting worse and worse. There. Now I have to see how far off this side is. Can't see the center. All right, this one just needs to be a tad bit shorter. I'm trying to match them. I don't know how I didn't do that right, but it didn't. Okay, is that better? Kind of, sort of. I can't cut it straight for the life of me. Never days like that, man. There. I think I'm about the same distance from the center. All right, we're just going to do that for now, and then I'll figure out something to throw in it. All right, so I think Fabri-Tac would be safest. Put this arc letter up. Come on. Fabri-Tac. Let's see if I can get it in there. Come on. Okay. I think this will be cute. I like the lace on it. Honestly, I like the color on it. All right, let's just get this to make sure that's good on there. Okay. I'm not going to close that for a bit until it dries good, so I don't glue the page closed. Where's that red thread? Put that back. All right, so that'll be cute like that, and possibly have many of these left. very black and whitish. Maybe not the best for that page. Nope, I don't think they're the best for that page. Where's the, I had those little ones. I could use those. They're not going to take up much space, but it's something. So I think those are cute. All right, so we're just going to do that, and then I'm not going to do much with it because I don't think it's quite dry. It feels set up, but I'm not going to chance it. So I think we'll call it quits here, and then I may be sewing in signatures next time, guys. As honestly, I was thinking about doing that hidden pocket tuck there, but I'm not sure. I might save that one for our next journal. It's just a, I can show you, it's just a lock pocket, but it's this one. And it was a My Porch Prints thing I saw. And all it is it has a pocket that locks with a little piece. Like this piece comes in there and locks it so that it doesn't open. Well, it can open, but, and then opens, and it's got all these things. And this is just my sample, just where I tried it out. Bunches of pockets. But the one she originally did was more gothic looking, and it was pointed and gothic-y. So I may do it that way instead and put it in my Halloween journal. But I was going to do one of these for this, but honestly, I don't have a lot to put on it anyway. So I think I'll save it and do it for that. So you'll see me do this sooner or later, I promise. Just not yet. So I will probably sew this in then Friday, and so we can get on to our next project, and put the lace on the outside. Debating if I can, yeah, I don't know if I can close that stuff. But the lace still needs to go on the outside of this. So after I sew it, sew the signatures in, I'm going to put this lace on here. Wherever it fits, I can't remember now, but there's some way it fits around that flower. I feel like it was somewhere maybe there. And that kind of goes under. Something like that. But it'll be glued on after the signatures are sewed, just because it's going to be easier to glue it then. Alright, hopefully y'all liking this, and we're almost done with it, and we can move on to our next project before the season gets ahead of me. Alright, y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys on Friday, and we'll finish this one up. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.